Yes.
Hello. Oh my god.
Brilliant.
Right, welcome back. What episode, Chenji?
Episode 23.
Episode 23. Right, as you can see, before we kind of get anything, welcome to the Rice and Slice Golf Show podcast, episode number 23. My name is Theo, and the gentleman to my left or right, I don't even know anymore, is Chenji. Things are a little bit different today. If you're listening, things are a little bit different. No, sorry, if you're watching, if things are a bit different. If you're listening, then everything's completely normal. Hello, welcome back to the podcast. If you're watching, we've got a different setup today because Chenji has moved down to London. So this is the first episode that we are apart. We're not next to each other. We're not we're not bantering back and forth like we would, but it's fine.
But we're technically doing it because I can see you on the screen. I can see you, I can see your
I can
face.
see you. So,
and most important of all, for our long-time listeners, I can see his notes.
well, I'm gonna make you can't actually see my notes. I'm gonna make sure that you can't see my notes.
So now you can't get away. Now I can't get away with now you can.
Yes.
Yes.
So okay, I need to explain a couple of things before we get into the podcast. So. I'm using this camera that you can see me right now, but Chenji is we've got a Zoom call going on the computer. So if I'm turning my head and I'm looking at different directions because I'm looking at Chenji. So it's a bit weird. Chenji is a bit, I don't know, I think Chenji's fine. As long as he doesn't look at me from his laptop, then it should be okay. But it's all very complicated. I don't even know if this is working. Chenji, are you recording?
Yeah, man. Of course I am.
Okay, and you got the camera recorded and your audio is recorded.
Oh my gosh, our listeners going to go through our absolute rookiness and amateur hour.
I'm just worried.
This feels like the first
time.
Actually works. This feels like the first time I'm hitting a golf course. It's I'm super nervous. I want to check. Did I bring all my irons? Did I bring all of my driver, 3-wood? Do I have less than 14 clubs? And then as I'm starting to carry my bag, I realize my strap's broken, and I'm carrying the bag in the wrong way.
But actually, you say that, but that's pretty much what's happening. This is all very new to me and to you. We've barely managed to kind of figure out how to do a podcast when we're in the same room, let alone being in two separate rooms.
Yeah.
So I hope this all works, and I hope there's no hiccups.
Dude,
welcome back to the podcast.
There we go, episode 23. Yeah,
Is it 23 or 22?
23, man.
Okay. Well, welcome back, Chenji. How are you?
Yeah, good, man. Good, man.
Are you all moved out?
Yeah, moved out in London now. Back in the big smoke.
I've seen you showed me a
picture
of
my
your
first round of golf on Saturday. I don't know where yet, but somewhere in London.
Have you fully signed up yet to a golf club or not?
No, not yet. It's I feel like I want to wait until sort of when the new season starts, because most golf clubs, right, their membership dates start in March or April.
Right, makes sense.
So I'm just because otherwise,
free agent.
I'm paying, free agent. Being free agent, you're not going to play that much anyway during those really tough winter months from December to February, March. I think March is when golf properly comes back. That's when we're going to play open. And you're kind of so you're just paying a prorated golf membership, without playing without playing really. So might as well join later and then just pay as you go.
That's all right. Nothing wrong with that.
Until then, yeah.
Just kind of
yeah. So and our new place. So Theo, hopefully you're going to come down quite often. And so basically, my new place looks and maybe this is the reason why I picked it. Literally, and I saw the first flat. I mean, everyone knows now. A lot of people know London's property market right now is just absolutely crazy. But I saw the first apartment that I went to, and I just took it. And I think a big part of the reasons, which is you're going to see hopefully in the next couple of episodes, it looks like a clubhouse lounge. It looks literally like a private.
You showed me a picture, and it looks like it can't look any more like a clubhouse.
It literally cannot.
Chesterfield couches. Wooden kind of backdrop, but on the walls.
Yeah,
it looks perfect.
I've got my two sets of golf clubs. Literally Titleist,
it looks perfect. So hopefully, when you're fully settled in, I don't think next week, maybe the week after. I don't know actually, because it's Christmas.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
And then it's gonna be a bit of we'll figure it out. But I mean, it's gonna be interesting. But I'm really excited for you. I wonder how this podcast is gonna go out every single week, with you being over there and me being over here. But if this works out, there's no way that we can keep this up in with this setup.
Yeah.
I hope we do. But like, you know how it took us 21 episodes until I forgot to press record?
Yeah. It only took me 22 episodes, until I realized, okay, I should probably come up with some content myself.
Right. Well, I feel like there's too many things that can go wrong. Right. Because you need to press record on 2 different devices. I need to do my
I feel like,
bits.
dude, both of us were like the perfect good cop, bad cop. I'm always like overly optimistic, and you're always like overly like pessimistic. I'm just like, mate, this is gonna be absolutely great. I can see you. I can see your nervous face. I'm chilled. I feel
I just want everything to work.
Yeah, dude,
I don't want us to talk for an hour.
I don't know what you're worried about. You're like,
I don't want us to talk for an hour. We catch up, and obviously, like,
that's literally what happened like 2 episodes ago. We literally like talk for
how bad was it? We had like a good 20 minutes, and then
it was great.
none of it was recorded.
That's all
so
right.
we were just talking to ourselves, and it's all right.
We do that.
But,
we do that on the golf course.
I know, mate, but I don't want to like repeat. I don't want to not record something and then we do it. And then I have to redo it, and then I have to pretend you haven't told me that you've joined.
But we didn't do that, did we? Like, in that
no, because
episode 21, we we just didn't talk about what we've like kind of talked about, but didn't record. Yeah, dude, we got loads of content.
So you got content today?
I don't know, man. I mean, I've got a little bit to talk about.
Okay, but, I've got some bits that I want to go through. First thing, I want to talk about the match that happened on Saturday.
Because you actually stayed up. Like, I was sick. I mean, you can still probably hear from my voice. I mean, I don't really sound too well, but like, I really wanted to watch it, but I was just way too sick to watch it. Like, I was really wanting to watch it, mate. It's like,
okay. So we live in the UK. If you're not listening in the UK, there was only one place that you could legally watch this match, and that was Discovery Plus. So I did all my research, and I went online, and I found that I can become a Discovery Plus member for a month. Pay like £7 and I could watch the match.
No way! So did you become a member just to do that?
Yes.
That's crazy.
I was like, Tiger Woods, mate, Rory, Jordan Spieth, Justin Thomas. Yes, best £7 I'm ever going to spend this year. So I was like, okay, cool, let's do that. I paid, and I went. It was the biggest waste of £7 I've ever spent in my life.
No way! Even worse than like a boxing match or something.
Mate, it was so bad. The golf was decent. But the production was terrible. Like
what way? Like, cause like how these matches. I mean, I watched them before. Like, I love Tom Brady. I think I watched the Tom Brady match, and it's just like them, kind of like having these like earpods, right?
Right. Okay. So that's my first issue, right? So I'll keep looking over because I'm gonna put you over there. So that's my first issue. Multi-million billion-dollar franchise that is the golf world of PGA Tour, whatever, right? So much money has been put into this.
Yeah.
There was, I think, like $1 million donation if somebody got a hole in one. Mm-hmm. There was like $500,000 if all 4 of them got it on the green on a par 3. There was like $250,000 donated if like whoever got it nearest to the pin. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So much money was thrown into this for donations.
Yeah.
They were wearing AirPods like amateurs. Surely there's a way around it where if we can produce some sort of podcast, I'm sure they have the funds and the infrastructure to have like proper what do you call it? Like earpieces in. Like, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense. So they had like weird like AirPods like hanging out their ears.
But also like, you figure this isn't the first match anymore. Like this is like, how many has it been? You've got like
loads.
The first one. What was it? I don't even know. There've been so many, hasn't there? So like
it was. I think it was Tiger versus Phil Mickelson, the first couple.
There was something. I mean, Phil Mickelson was on it. Yeah.
It was Tiger, Phil, Tom Brady, and Aaron Rodgers. I think
Aaron Rodgers. That one. Yeah, that's right. But that was like that was like the second or the third already.
Whatever.
Yeah, but anyway, there's been so many. You imagine, like after a couple of times, they figure out, okay, we can probably use some more advanced equipment, but they're still using AirPods. Anyway, so what's the problem?
The problem. That was like the smallest issue, yeah.
Because the audio wasn't great.
The show started at midnight.
Yeah.
So what happens when you normally when golf normally starts? The show starts on let's say Sky Sports. It's the what do you call it? The presenters and they're talking. Hi, welcome to the match. You're gonna see this and there's this and this and this. Midnight strikes. We're on the first tee, and Tiger Woods is teeing off. Mm-hmm. There's no intro. There's no Charles Barkley. Is it Charles Barkley's name?
Charles Barkley, Barkley, yeah. The basketballer.
Yeah. So it was him, plus and another 2 presenters. We couldn't hear them. then the audio was all crackly.
No way.
You'd like, you couldn't
And that's
hear
like
them.
live TV that you pay money for.
Yeah. So it was all live.
Legally.
So the players had AirPods in, and they were answering questions that the presenters were asking them.
Yeah.
But we the audience couldn't hear the questions.
So you can see on the like video that they're talking, but you can't hear anything.
No, it wouldn't even show us like the presenters. It was just Tiger. It was just the players.
Oh,
it was so
my
bad.
gosh.
It was so weird, man. Like the audio was terrible. Like when it every hole you would have like this female presenter that would go up to them and like ask them questions.
Mm-hmm.
The microphone wouldn't work. Like it was crap, mate. It was so bad. Every hole from when they were getting from like the first tee to the second green, for example, there was like a 5-minute gap.
Yeah.
And then there was no commercials. It was just like a video of like a pond. So you could just see a pond I was just sitting there like just staring at the pond for 5 minutes. There was no like presenters kind of going back and forward. There was no banter.
So there was a lot of like there was like a lot of what's called empty space or something, you know, like
loads of empty space, loads of like dead silence.
Like,
It was just so weird, man. It was at night, right?
Yeah.
It was really weird because the way the floodlights were on.
Yeah, that's right.
The shadow of the player was directly over their ball.
No way. So you can't even see the ball.
And it was like pitch black. So they
man.
couldn't actually see what they were hitting. And that actually happened. I get it if it's like on the fairway or on the rough or whatever. Cool. But this was like on the tee.
Yeah.
And it was like a massive floodlight behind the player that was creating a massive, like really dark shadow over the tee. And the players were like just like staring at like down, like, oh, we can't really see the ball. It was so weird.
Were they complaining about it or like?
I think Tiger Woods or like Justin Thomas kind of said something like smart little comment.
Right.
But,
So they were like
they kind of
things.
they brushed it off. Yeah.
Oh,
Cheeky little dig,
like,
and then they carried on. But it was so bad, man. Like there was no banter between. There was not much banter. There was a couple of bits. Like for example, did you see any highlights or any clips?
I saw some highlights, you know, like I tell you what like stood out the most. I saw like Tiger hitting a slice.
Yeah, but that was on purpose, wasn't it?
Yeah, probably on purpose, but it was like, oh cool. I mean, yeah, it's like quite a slice. No,
Rory's
off the tee box. I mean, you don't
Rory's
you don't intentionally hit a slice off the tee box.
No. Rory's first shot with a driver, he sliced it into the rough.
No way.
He played really bad, to be fair, really bad.
Oh gosh.
He kept saying sorry to Tiger. He kept saying bless him. I felt bad.
No.
He seemed kind of nervous. It was really weird.
Night golf. I don't know why they did it at night as well. Like, why couldn't you do this?
It's just something a little bit different.
Maybe.
But yeah. Oh my god.
Anyway, so yeah. But
Tiger Woods kind of.
Yeah, gone.
He produced this like massive hook.
Yeah.
Because there was one hole where they could only use. It was like a 1-club challenge.
Yeah.
So and
nice.
it was whoever won the last hole.
Yeah.
Got to pick first.
Nice.
So I think he was like Justin Thomas went and picked the 3-iron.
Yeah.
No, 3 wood.
Yeah.
And then Jordan Spieth went and picked the 4-iron.
Yeah.
No, Jordan Spieth I think picked the 3-iron.
Yeah.
Justin Thomas a 3 wood.
Yeah.
And then it was Rory McIlroy picked a 4-iron.
Yeah.
And Tiger Woods picked last because he came last on the hole before when he picked a 5-iron.
Yeah.
So he needed to kind of get down the fairway.
Yeah.
You know, quite far down.
Yeah.
So he was like, I'm just gonna like just hook it as much as I can and try and get it, just top spin it and just try and get it as close to you guys as I possibly can. Mate, he hooks this thing. It almost took a U-turn. I'm not even exaggerating. He was probably aiming 40 yards to the right. And he hooked it, and it was right in the middle of the fairway. It was the biggest hook you've ever seen in your life.
Wait, because
so it was like an intentional
I know, an intentional hook. But why was it like it was like a big dog leg left, or was it something?
No, it was just completely straight.
Oh right, so
but because he had a 5-iron,
yeah,
and everybody else was like using like a 3-iron and a 3-iron, 4-iron, and a 3 wood.
Yeah,
he needed to kind of be in with a chance of like catching up with them.
So
he thought rather than me hitting a normal 5-iron that would get 200, I'm gonna try and get it to 240 by like
hooking it, hitting like the biggest
with
hook,
like a punch hook.
Like top spin, or I don't know what
and like
the
a
spin
good
is.
bounce. And
like,
to be fair, he was like 10 yards back.
No way.
Yeah, he was a massive hook.
That's crazy. I gotta watch that shot.
It was good. It was decent golf. The chipping was terrible. The greens were rapid fast. Like they were chipping into the greens, and mate, like they couldn't control it. it was going like 10, 15 feet past the hole.
Wow.
The putting was pretty bad. Tiger had not Tiger. Jordan Spieth, Justin Thomas, and Rory had like some really decent putts.
Yeah.
Overall, Jordan Spieth and Justin Thomas ended up winning. I think 3 was it? Well, like they were 3 up by the end.
Oh,
they only played 10 holes because it was match play. Yeah.
They only played 10 holes.
Yeah. The match was 12 holes.
Yeah.
But they only played 10 because by the 10th hole,
sorry.
they
only played 10.
lost.
So that's like an hour thing, basically, like 2 hours.
Yeah, it went for like 2.5 hours. It didn't go for long.
Hours.
Mate,
wow.
I couldn't wait for it to finish. I couldn't wait for it. It was so bad. You couldn't hear because there was a lot of banter going on between like Charles Barkley and like the players, and you couldn't hear any of it.
Nothing like throughout the whole thing. Throughout the whole thing.
Nothing. Not a single. I didn't hear Charles Barkley speak once. It didn't even cut to him.
Do you reckon it's your stream or it's like
no? I think it was like a worldwide thing. The reason why I went on, I say that I went on Twitter and I searched the match or whatever, and it was trending a little bit. And there was a lot of people in America that were complaining that the audio was like really bad as well. But I think they fixed it in America, and people weren't watching it on Discovery Plus in America. They were watching it like a different, like the Golf Channel or whatever.
Oh my gosh.
Or NBC or whatever. And but yeah, because Stell bought it as well, so we were watching together, and we were like, we were on Zoom, so we were like watching it live, and then we were kind of talking about it as it was going on. And yeah, it was the same thing for him as well. And I actually went and watched it back, and there's no audio. It's still crackling. It was so bad, mate. It was so bad. So I want to, it was last year. It was Bryson DeChambeau versus Brooks Koepka.
Yeah.
It was like a very heated kind of match because of what happened previously. They had like a bit of beef going on. they were like on a par 3, and obviously the sponsors, like I don't know, like insurance companies are like sponsoring this event, and they people are already like whoever gets it nearest to the pin, they're going to win $250,000 to kind of donate to their chosen charity or whatever. But during that, Brooks, Koepka, and Bryson, they were doing like little side bets.
No
so
way.
Don't you remember? Yeah,
I tell you what, I do now. Yeah, it's been a while now. Yeah,
Bryson was like, okay, forget the already bet that the
charity thing. Yeah,
the charity thing. Well, if I get it nearer to the pin, I'm gonna donate $100,000 of my own money to this charity.
I remember that.
It was 50,000.
Yeah.
So I think he was like, Bryson was like, yeah, I'm gonna donate $50,000.
I mean, yes, Bryson. I mean, these guys are rich, but they're not that rich.
Mate, now they're loaded.
Yeah.
But anyway, so Bryson was like, yeah, I'm going to donate for 50,000. And then Brooks was like, 50, I'm going to donate 100. So then Bryson was like, okay, cool, I'll donate 100 as well. So they kind of both donated. And then at the end, they were like, they both donated. So it wasn't who won the hole. It was both of them just donated 100 grand anyway.
Yeah.
So that didn't happen this year.
Yeah.
It was, I don't know. It was just a bit weird.
I actually remember the Brooks and Bryson one was actually really fun. I can't believe
both.
I can't believe both are like in live now. So it's like, yeah. I mean, I don't think this match was a great sort of like what's it called? Was a great reflection of the PGA, was it?
Well, I don't think it was, but whether or not it was the same kind of what do you call it? It was the experience that I had. I don't know if the people in America had the same experience.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
But yeah,
are you showing a clip?
So I want to show you this clip.
Yeah, go on.
So obviously Tiger, he's been saying that he can't play anything more than majors because of his leg, and he's also been saying that he would never like. To be fair, if Tiger asked to get a car and go around with a buggy, PG are going to be like, yeah, no problem, as long as you're playing and you're getting eyeballs on golf.
But he said he doesn't want to do it.
Yes. So Tiger himself was like, I'm never going to ask. So I'd rather not play rather than ask for a buggy.
Yeah.
So I'm like, how bad could his leg be? Look at this little clip, right? So this is actually from the broadcast, from the actual event, right? And I went back and I found this little clip. So I can't show you this clip on the podcast.
Yeah.
Because it's going to probably get like taken down for copyright purposes. So Chenji, I just want you to react. Watch. So this is on the first screen. Oh, by the way, on the competition, on the match, they every single player had their own like little personalized buggy.
Yeah.
So they were going around in buggies,
which is like all the matches, yeah.
Yeah. So this is Tiger Woods walking to the green basically from his buggy. So here he is. You can see him like getting the putter.
Yeah.
Can you see him limping?
Oh gosh.
It looks bad, right?
It
looks like he's got a prosthetic leg.
It does. Yeah.
Look at him.
Yeah. I know. He's literally like he can't really move, can he?
What? How would you explain that?
I mean, you can't walk. You can't walk like what? In a course of an 18-hole match, you can't walk like 7,000 yards.
Mate, forget 18 holes. If he's there, he's there to win or to contend, right?
Mans can't even walk.
He can't walk. Did you see how bad it was?
Can he actually wait? Can he like bend down to read the putts? Can you see him?
Yes, he can.
Okay.
Yes, he
It's
can.
just the walking part, isn't it?
Oh, you know what's funny? Actually, you reminded me. But yeah, I thought that was very, very interesting. I really wanted to share that with you.
Yeah.
But yeah. So.
Oh man, God bless him.
What's really
But still,
really
man can't walk. Man, still wins the.
Any shot that you want, he can make.
He can make the shot. Yeah. No, did you see the news that he won the PIP?
Yeah, of course I did.
Yeah. Play Impact program, right?
Minutes.
It's man plays like 2 events, he wins it. Like last year as well, he's like played like 5 events and then wins it.
Mate, even if he doesn't play,
he wins it.
I bet you he'll win it. There's no way.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
It was funny because obviously they were playing in the dark, and Tiger was like struggling to read the putts, so he kept shouting over like Rory, can you help me read the putts?
No way, is that what he said? No, that's
like
so
he told him.
I don't know if it's like banter or not. I don't know. It's like
no, it wasn't, because they were like talking in between them, like while George, like one of the other players went to tee off.
Yeah.
And then Tiger was like, yeah, I'm gonna need some help reading the putts today, and then he was like, don't worry, T, I got you. So it wasn't like part of the thing or anything. He was just How funny is that? Imagine
Tiger asking for like help. He's one of us.
He is, mate. He's definitely not one of us. He's not. He is not human. But yeah, it was just interesting to see. He's playing at is it the Hero Challenge? It's called
Hero Challenge. Yeah, that's right.
With his son Charlie.
Yeah.
He also said that he had.
No,
Charlie hasn't beaten
the
yet.
Hero Challenge is where he withdrew from that. No, it's the PNC Championship or something.
That's it. Sorry. Yeah. That's right.
Yeah, he's playing with.
But yeah,
he played it. Dude, like I've seen him and Charlie play, right? Like last year.
Yeah.
Have you seen how much Charlie has grown? Like
he looks like a young man.
Dude,
like,
he looks
honestly,
like
he's grown like 3 feet.
Like there's been like a lot of clips like last year in that PNC Championship, right? Them playing together, and like Charlie was tiny, and he hits his like 5-wood, like this beautiful. His first eagle, ever apparently.
Yeah. I saw that today.
Hits hits like a 5-wood, from 175 yards to like 4 or 5 feet, right? But a 5-wood hitting 170 yards, we do with like a 7-iron, but he can probably like hit 170 yards. Only 1 year later, he can probably use like, a 7-iron, right? Or
I really hope, for golf's sake and for his sake and for our sake, that he doesn't what's the word? He doesn't get like the pressure so that the pressure doesn't really get to him. The point where he won't be able to perform,
like choke.
Because he's got some big shoes to fill, and he's already like in the limelight.
Dude,
people are already like writing stories about him.
Yeah,
people already got eyes on him.
I think people's asked Tiger about how long does he drive? And Tiger Woods said he already drives it longer than I am.
Yeah. But then again,
I don't know what he's done this year, but he just looks like a different beast.
I know, because he said that to like when I was watching the match, he was like, 2 weeks ago he like outdrove me. But then I'm thinking, did he actually outdrive you, or are you like
did you
teeing
just
off?
slice it to the woods?
No. Are you teeing off from the same place, or is he playing off from like the Reds?
I think
Does that make sense?
I think they're teeing off in the same place now.
If he's after teeing off on the same place, and Charlie's like not even out driving, even getting within 30 yards of Tiger, mate, you're good. Like you're fine.
Yeah.
Just, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
But
Dude,
I don't know.
I can't wait to watch
that.
I actually can't wait to watch that. It should be really fun.
I don't know if it's going to be on TV or not.
Like speaking like in a team from the same tee boxes, like the PGA Tour actually had an event right last weekend, the QB shootout.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you follow that?
No, but who won it? I swear it was like
your favorite guy.
Tony.
No, the other favorite guy.
Who? Tom Kim.
Sahith.
Oh, that's it. Yes, I did see that.
Yeah.
Yes. I love him. He. Yeah. Yeah, I did see that. Yeah, he played really good.
Yeah, South Tagala. I mean, they won it.
His putting was on fire.
But you know, there were like 2 LPGA players. Sorry, LPGA players. Playing in the QB. So it's like a mixed event, wasn't?
No way. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Where did the ladies come?
So I was always thinking like, okay, yeah, do the ladies tee up from the same tee box? They do. So
and where did they finish?
Nelly Corda and Lexi Thompson played, right?
Two very good players.
Two very good players, and they were paired with men, and they were playing from the same tee box.
Okay. Did they play well?
Yeah, like Nelly Corda plays like 5th, I think.
Oh, wicked! That's good.
With I think Denny McCarthy, I think that's his name.
Nice.
Yeah.
See, that's good. They should do more events like that.
So starting next year, it's going to be like there's going to be a lot more LPGA players joining this particular event. Like this year was like a test. So I did some research afterwards. I realized actually, so basically the last time I did like a mixed event tour, a mixed event PGA Tour event was back in 1999. That's a long time ago, isn't it? Yeah. So basically, like this is like a continuation of that event, and they're trying to actually resume it. They were developing something like a mixed event, like a ladies and gentlemen event, before COVID. But then COVID happened and then slowed things down, and now they finally resumed it. So this year it's kind of like a test, like testing the waters, right? Inviting 2 LPGA players, good players, Lexi Thompson and Nelly Corda, who did really, really well. I think people really enjoy watching them. You can see the PGA Tour's like Instagram page, social media pages. They've been publishing a lot of like really cool videos, clips of Nelly Corda and Lexi Thompson. In particular, Nelly Corda, who's been on fire, right? She's been like chipping in like for birdies. She's been like amazing at putting,
amazing.
Like out driving the men, from the same tee box. So next year, it's going to be like, there's going to be a field consisting of more LPGA players. So that's going to be really cool. The DP World Tour, right, the European Tour, they already like, hosted regulars. I think it's the Scandinavian Open. And last year, for the first time ever, I think in the DP World history, a lady has won the, a DP World Tour event, right?
That's amazing.
Which I think is super cool. Like Lynn Grant, in a mixed event, she's actually won it. So it's very interesting. I really hope they kind of do it more often. Not every week. Yeah,
but
I know.
It'd be good. Why not?
It's where the future is going. It's like, what we talked about, previously, like, these ladies just hit it so good, don't they?
Yeah.
Right? Like.
So good where it's almost boring to watch.
It's almost boring to watch, and the putting might not be the best, but, it's just kind of like, from the fairway onwards, like, they're just kind of throwing darts at it. And in fact, there was also, like, there's some statistics that came out. So, like, PGA, since the ShotLink era, right, has been, like, tracking, advanced statistics, right, about, the whole field. You know the stats about strokes gained.
Go on.
Do you know like what they mean? Like when you watch PGA events and like they might sometimes show on the bottom of the banner, like strokes gained, off the tee, approach to green.
Yes.
All of that stuff. Do you know roughly what that means?
Yes, because roughly because of I use Arcos.
Yeah.
On my clubs, so
yeah, they will tell you that. It will have that
strokes gained is basically. If how good you've become at, like, how many shots you're hitting less on this particular hole compared to, let's say, last year.
Correct.
Right?
So that's like, that's your comparison for yourself. It's like what the PGA Tour do. They do a comparison of the whole, like, the average of all PGA players.
Wow.
So that's what the comparison is against, right?
Okay.
So, like, on average, from,
150
yards, right?
Yes.
You've basically hit it. You've gained 0.2 strokes, which means that like on average you were 0.2 strokes better from 150 yards on, which is like the strokes gained approach to green.
Right. That's crazy.
Anyway, but like so basically it's like a statistics that measures your performance based on the average PGA data throughout like the last couple of decade or something.
Yeah.
So the LPGA Tour has started like keeping track of this advanced statistics also like a few years ago, right?
Right.
And kind of like so. It will blow your mind, right? How good these ladies are hitting it. From, from what's it called, tee to green, right?
Yeah.
Like in particular, like so you measure like on the PGA Tour, some of the best. Name me some couple of like good iron players. First,
Colin Morikawa, Max Homa.
Yeah, that's right. Colin Morikawa, right? Probably one of the best iron players. Hits his 6 iron. I think it's his favorite club. He can't beat the LPGA Tour like player Minjee Lee.
No way.
She's considered like the best, from that statistics alone, right? Obviously, there are many like good iron hitters, but from that statistics alone, last year, like this year, she's been the best iron hitter
overall,
like throughout any tours, any tour.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
No way.
So basically, throughout the season, right? So throughout the whole season, every single round, every single event, she's gained 2 strokes with her iron play.
That's amazing.
Just with their approach. That's just
so
the irons.
all it is, the difference between ladies and the men is just the distances are way shorter. I saw a stat the other day, on the LPGA, your average driver is 170 yards for the ladies, and it's 220 for the men.
Driver?
Average.
What?
Yes.
220 yards on the PGA Tour?
I think so.
No,
I don't know.
No chance. You hit 200.
Wait. No. Sorry. It wasn't the
like
PGA.
Recreational.
Yes. So it was, I think it was.
Everybody.
Sorry. It was between. No, it was handicaps between 10 and 15.
Yeah.
But again, like, we hit it way further than that.
Yeah.
We're not way further, but we're above average. I think you can hit it 230, no problem.
What,
I think. Yeah, the driver. Surely you can hit it 220 at least.
Dude, I don't know. Are you on something today? Dude, you hit your
what?
driver. You hit your driver like your average on a nice summer's day. Average like 280. I average my driver.
No.
Like
I'm talking about you. I'm not talking about me.
Yeah, I average like about 260.
There you go. So no. My point is, the average between 10 handicap and 15 handicap, the average driving distance for men is 220 yards.
Yeah, I know.
And for women, it's 170.
Yeah,
but for me, it seems very low because
no, but that's recreational players, and like your sample size of like men's players are like much more, right? Whereas the average lady probably like is more elderly and hits less distance, right?
Yeah, maybe I didn't think about the age thing. But yeah, it was just interesting. But it's amazing. I really hope that next year there is a few like big, not like little events that nobody cares about. Like big it up, hype it up a little bit, and then mix women and men together. I wouldn't want to see like doubles, like what happened last week or the week before. I would like to see them like just go out and kind of, because the women have something to prove as well. Like you want to go there and be like, I'm better than the men, I'm better than this, and I really hope to do it.
And look, I mean, ultimately these guys, like guys or ladies, they're all competitors, right? They're all like super
100%.
competitive. That's why they're on these tours, and they want to prove a point. Right.
Yeah.
And seriously, I tell you what, some of the lady like Nelly Corder, she's like she's actually like a long distance player as well, right? I'm pretty sure she hits it a bit further than some of the men. Not every time.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised actually. Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Well, she definitely hits it longer than I do. So.
Yeah, mate. And it's not even distance. It's accuracy is so much more important.
But it's like we said,
so
though,
much
like,
more important.
But I think there is a correlation, obviously, right? If your club head speed is slower, you're probably going to be more accurate. But also, again, for this event, bearing in mind that the ladies and the men, they played off the same tee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's interesting. I'm glad that things like this is kind of are happening.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've got a bit of a stat for you that you've probably seen, but I really want to talk about it.
I actually haven't seen it. I mean, I suppose you've shared. You can't. Yeah, but I haven't seen. I promise. You
No, not from me. I mean, on social media because it was everywhere.
Cool. Yeah, go on.
So it's a stat about Rory McIlroy.
Yeah.
He has the 4th most weeks of all time at number 1.
Yeah.
At 113 weeks.
Yeah. Who are the first 3?
Right. If he remained number 1 from now until the middle of January 2030, he will still be 200 weeks shy of Tiger Woods' record.
That's just incredible, isn't it?
Can you fathom that stat?
Yeah, I mean,
like how good. I'm so gutted.
2030.
I'm so gutted. I'm genuinely gutted that we got into golf on the back end of Tiger Woods' career.
I agree. I tend to agree actually. I think we
it's
already talked a lot about
shame.
Tiger Woods earlier this episode, but like
we talk a lot about Tiger Woods. We know how good he is. We know he's the GOAT.
But
the
But
best.
this has all been from like, what's it called? Research afterwards, right? After we became golf fans, which is, 2 years ago, 3 years ago,
Yeah.
maybe, right?
Yeah.
Like now we're all into like watching old clips of Tiger, but imagine watching him live.
Imagine week after week. Do you think we as fans, we get sick and like I'm bored of like just seeing him win every single week?
No, but like it's like sports teams, right? Like when Manchester United was winning every single year, right? When Real Madrid was winning every single Champions League, when Tom Brady's New England Patriots was like really just going into the finals of the Super Bowl every single year, and there's what other teams can you imagine? Like there's a lot of them, right?
Yep.
So
PSG, not PSG. That was
like
Man City is
yeah,
winning
Man City's winning
Premier
every.
Leagues.
Yeah, PSG winning the
But
French leagues and all that.
My thing is with what you just said, there is a lot of people that are very vocal that they don't like Man City because they win everything. There's a lot of people that don't like Real Madrid because they won loads of Champions League and La Ligas. There's a lot of people that hate Man United. You either love Man United or you hate Man United.
Actually, it's a different comparison because you hate these teams because they've got all the money, they're paying all the best players, but you can't fault Tiger Woods for having too much money, right? Because you still need
that's what I mean.
Skill.
There's nobody hates Tiger Woods.
It's an individual sport. No, but it's like like Michael Phelps. I don't think anybody hates Michael Phelps, does it? Do they?
No, you're right. No. Yeah, you're right. Good point.
Yeah, and he's
Good
been
comparison.
sweeping the gold medals.
Okay, I'll tell you what though.
Olympics.
There is a lot of people out there that hate Cristiano Ronaldo, that hate Tom Brady, that hate these bigger than life.
It's actually quite interesting
stars.
because these are team sports, right? So people tend to hate on individual brilliance in team sports, but they tend to really respect individual players like Tiger Woods.
That's funny you said that.
Roger Federer, Rafael Nadal.
I was just about to say. I was just about to say.
Serena Williams. People don't hate him. I mean, actually no. Formula One though, I think that's like one example potentially. People started disliking.
No.
Lewis
Formula
Hamilton?
One. No. Listen, Formula One. I think people.
But then again, it is a money sport, so yeah.
Why people don't like certain drivers, I can fully understand, because they are literally doing everything that they possibly can to sabotage the other drivers on the grid. Golfers, tennis players, who else? They don't really. They're not there. They're not going to go and bend Tiger Woods is not going to go and bend Rory's driver. So that, you know what I mean? That's just not going to happen.
I don't know about Patrick Reed though.
Oh yeah, he's probably the guy. It's I'll give you the perfect example. Phil, was it the match?
Yeah.
Or was it Phil Mickelson when I'm Ben, what's his name? Bryson DeChambeau's 5-iron and then put it back in the bag. And it was the funniest clip. Yeah.
Oh wait, I remember that. I remember that. Actually, yeah, he did something. It was so funny.
That's just funny.
No, but he did. But he did it no, he didn't actually bend it, did he? He was just I think he was he bantering or something it was
Mate, he fully bent it.
He actually bent it. No way.
Yeah, there was a significant bend on his 5-iron, and he was just funny, man. Obviously, he did it in front of everybody. Everybody was laughing. Obviously, in front of the cameras. But with Formula One, nobody likes each other. They pretend they like each other, but nobody cares.
Fair enough,
Even your teammates, they're trying to. What was it? Max Verstappen the other day. Obviously, this is a golf podcast. Wouldn't let. Was it Sergio Perez or whatever his name is? Wouldn't let him go past. You've already won. Just let the guy go past. You have nothing to lose.
Yeah.
That just shows the character of the people that are driving cars. You never see that with golf. You never see that with tennis.
That's why I think that's why we love golf. I think it is again. It's a very it's a very cultured. I don't know if that's the right word for it, but it's just a very respectful sport, isn't it?
Yes, it is. It is.
People do get along with each other unless your name is.
They
Patrick
do. And do you know what it is?
Yeah.
Especially if you grow up with golf and you're a young lad or young lady, and you every Saturday or school holidays and every day you're playing golf, and you're meeting new people and you're playing all these competitions. You're learning manners. You're learning so many valuable life lessons that will just carry through to whatever you do for the rest of your life. Mm-hmm. Shaking somebody's hand, taking your hat off when you shake somebody's hand. Shake somebody's hand and look at them in the eyes and have a strong, firm handshake. You won't learn all these little life things in a different sport.
Yeah, that's right.
All these what's the word I'm looking for? Etiquette. the etiquette that you learn playing golf, you won't learn driving cars or I don't know, playing football. In football, you're doing is shouting and swearing at the referee. You know, you're not here. We need the referee in golf, the marshals, to kind of help us out with rules or to like help us around the course or to like, I don't know. It's just
well, this isn't hating on other sports, but if you had to name one sport that's superior, it's golf.
Well, you said it.
I said it. Oh gosh.
But I do agree with you. It's yeah.
Yeah,
like
because you're a Spurs fan.
I can count on one hand. Okay, here we go. I bet you can name so many, I don't know, football players that you don't like.
Yeah.
Like you just don't like the way they look. You don't like the way they kind of carry themselves. Can you name any golfers like you just don't like? You straight up don't like.
I seriously don't. And even Patrick Reed, I don't hate him. People really hate him.
I don't. I mean, I'm not gonna. If I'm at a golf tournament, I'm not gonna go specifically to see Patrick Reed tee off.
Yeah.
But I don't mind him. Like if he's walking past, I'm like, oh my god, Patrick.
People hate Sergio Garcia.
I love him. I love him. He came over and like said hello to us.
Yeah, we got a
selfie
and everything.
He was lovely, really nice. But I get why, because his demeanor is a bit.
I'm like, because do you see the video of him like like hitting the sand and like in the bunker, and then also like spitting in like the cup of a hole.
No way.
No, that's why people hate him, because it's like he's just like this like rude Spaniard.
Oh no, that's so funny. I've
Google this video, right? Like afterwards, it's like just Google Sergio Garcia spitting in a cup, like in a like what's it called, cup, like the golf hole.
I wonder if I can find it right now.
Yeah,
spits to the cup.
To the cup, yeah.
Hold on, I'm literally watching it as we speak.
Yeah. Let me know what you think.
No, that's like that's a very Cypriot thing to do. That's a very Greek thing to do.
No,
when
but
you don't like
I
somebody.
know, right? It's very like, I don't know. It's like from a lot of countries, like when you're mad at something, it's like
yeah. When
like,
you're mad at somebody, you don't like somebody.
Example, like I'll tell you, my mum, even like, if she sees like a driver who parks like really really bad in the parking lot, she goes up and spits him there.
Yeah. This happens in like Greek culture, where if we don't like somebody, we don't like something, we like spit at them.
Just spit on it.
That's the biggest insult you can possibly say or do to somebody.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like spitting on somebody, and like but good example, like with the car park.
Yeah.
Right. Your mum would my dad would like spit on the car, like
exactly. My mum would do that. Yeah.
Yeah, and then Sergio Garcia.
So like Sergio Garcia. Actually, to be fair though, this is the thing, right? Did he actually spit inside that hole, or did he spit like around, like in the green area, right? Because
no. It looked like he went directly in the hole.
Direct in the hole, but that's just.
It looked like he went.
I know, but mate,
imagine how angry you have to be.
I know you have to be pretty angry, right? And then just imagine
like
the poor guy, the poor group behind who have to put into the cup, and then
my God.
like I don't know, reach your fingers in it.
Imagine how angry you have to be, that you're that angry at the golf course that you want to hurt the golf course, that you want to spit on the golf course.
On live TV as well. On live TV.
That's so funny. I've never
But
seen
yeah,
that
if you guys haven't watched the clip of him doing it, sorry, Sergio, we still like you, right? But it's just a funny clip, isn't it?
Sergio Garcia spits into the cup. That's what it's called.
Spits into the cup.
It's so funny. Oh my God. Anyway. Speaking of angry people, this is, I think, the last topic that we're going to talk about today.
Yeah, go on.
Speaking of angry people, you've definitely seen this. Have you seen that scramble team that submitted that ridiculous score?
Yeah, mate, that's just
mate. Oh, so for whoever doesn't know, there was a scramble team in, I think, Texas or America, somewhere in America, and they submitted a score on 18 holes of 46, claiming that they made an ace on a par 4.
An albatross, like 2 albatrosses.
An albatross, 4 eagles, and 12 birdies. And it's not like, it's like a middle-aged man just having a little knockabout. And they posted a score of 46. And obviously made like golf national news or whatever, like worldwide news.
If they can make national news, mate, we're going out tomorrow and we're going to just write a random, and we're not even going to play golf. We're just going to write a random golf score.
Mate, the cheek
scorecard.
To think that you're going to get away with this. That you're gonna get away with posting a 46 and nobody's gonna ask questions.
Imagine you're like a golf pro at the golf club, right? And then you like, you look at this card and like, you look at these like, full middle-aged, like average men walking to your shop submitting like a scorecard, and it says 46.
46. And I wonder like what did they think was gonna happen? Like when did they think, okay, we're gonna win 3 dozen Pro V1s? Okay, cool. Like, did you think that nobody's gonna ask you any questions? Did you think that nobody's gonna like question I'm
pretty sure if you put like 52 in there, right? You can get away with it, and it'll be somewhat believable.
Not even that. Okay, I'll give you a different question. Tiger Woods, Jordan Spieth, Justin Thomas, and Rory McIlroy. Do you think if they played 18 holes of a scramble, Texas Scramble, I think it's a better ball, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that they could get?
No, Texas Scramble 46? Is like not just better ball. It's like what's it called? You just play from the best shot. It's like
so better ball. So you play the better ball.
True. No, better ball usually is still like you keep your own. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Do you think that these 4 players, top players, would shoot 46?
No,
I don't think they can do it.
I think they can do a regular 58.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
I think they can do that regularly.
I genuinely think they can get 18 birdies.
58. Yeah.
Easily 18 birdies.
Yeah, potentially. Yeah.
As in, no, we're talking about the pros of the pros, like people that the pros look up to these people.
Yeah.
18 birdies. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
To shoot 46 when you're just an average Joe playing on every Saturday or whatever, and you've got the audacity. Imagine, right? Somebody got, forget the eagles, forget the birdies. Apparently, somebody got a hole-in-one on a par 4.
Right.
So it's not like, I know the line now. I'm going to just, just hit the driver the same way that you did. Like, no. I would love to, like, meet these people and, like, sit down and talk to them. Like, what are you thinking? Like, why? And the problem with golf is, the second you cheat, even, like, the smallest little cheat, it might be, like, just placing the ball half an inch to the left or to the right, give yourself a little bit of a better lie, whatever it is. The second you get caught cheating, no matter how big or small you've done, you are considered a cheater from now until the end of time.
Yeah, it will never be trusted again.
You will never be trusted again.
People will be staring at you. Yeah, that's right. And I think that goes back to our what we talked about, right? Like golf is like a very respectful sport because it really is like self-enforcing your game. Yeah,
right? It's very easy. It's very easy to cheat, but you just don't do it.
It's somewhat like a zero tolerance policy where if you get found out, right, you might not get banned from the clubs, but you'll forever be known as that guy, and like,
you might as well be banned.
You might as well be banned because a members, like, again, word spreads very, very quick at a members club. Who's got this reputation, who's got that reputation.
The second, like, you're considered a cheater, that's it. It's game over for you.
It's game over.
Like there's nothing you can do to, like, shake that name off, if that makes sense.
Exactly.
It's just very weird. So them shooting 46. Imagine those 4 people going to, like, a different course and playing, like, against each other. Like, they're not going to trust each other because they know what they've done. Like 2 weeks ago, they're like, yeah, we cheated. Like, we should have done that. So what are you doing by yourself today? Like, you're cheating.
Exactly.
No, mate, no.
So, I think they ruined the reputation, really. There's no chance. There's absolutely zero chance they've done 46. Zero.
No. It's, I don't know. Right, that's all I have for this week. Is there anything else you want to talk about?
No, save it for next time.
Save it for next time. Every time I say to you, I don't think you've got anything. You're just what's the word? You're just milking it. You're like, just save. I've got loads of content.
I've got loads of content. Save it for next time.
But let's just save it for next time. Hopefully next week we can be next to each other.
Yeah.
In London.
Yeah.
If not, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this remotely as we did today. Hopefully it looks decent and it looks half decent, and we can just keep doing it. I said to Chenji, I don't want to stop doing it. I don't want to slow down. I want to just keep grinding these episodes, and just hope for the best. So anyway, that is it for this week's episode. Thank you guys for listening. Please like and subscribe. Follow us on TikTok. Follow us everywhere. Links are below. Like, subscribe, just do everything. And we'll see you again next week. Bye.